What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld Podcast, and we're going to be jumping into Week 5 of the NFL 2019 season. Now, you can see in the title that we already let the cat out of the bag. Jay Gruden has been fired effective immediately, but we'll get to all that, Redskin stuff, Bruce Allen and all that other weird stuff later when we come up to that point. Jaguars and the Panthers, the first thing that I want to tell everybody is this. When Christian McCaffrey came out, a lot of people were very, very skeptical, running between the tackles. He's not big enough, all these things. And this man in his offseason worked out. The dude looks like a Ninja Turtle. Like, you ever see like how the original Ninja Turtles were like Cop Diesel in their uniforms, like just so big? He's turned into that. Plus, he hit almost 22 miles per hour on that long run for a touchdown. So I'm very happy for him and, all the hard work that he's put in so far. Right now, the way he's playing, I think that people are going to have to start to look at him as the best running back in the league, just to be honest. Like, all that Zeke, Todd Gurley garbage, we're going to have to throw it out the window. But shout out to Minshew. Gardner Minshew really tried to put some magic together, but the Panthers were able to hold ground. I will want to point out before I go forward that Kyle Allen is more than formidable. So we'll talk about this whole Cam Newton thing very, very soon because the Panthers seem to be playing a lot better currently without Cam Newton. So we'll get to that on another time. But pretty much for me, man, Christian McCaffrey, he shined, man. He definitely shined with that. The Cardinals and the Bengals, congratulations to Kyler Murray and the Cardinals for getting their first win. It's no surprise the Bengals suck. Everybody knows that. I've been telling Bengal fans for a very, very long time, even when Marvin Lewis is still there, that they're always not going to be able to get over the hump. When Marvin Lewis was there, they would always go to the playoffs, have a very good record, and then get dominated. It's just something about the team. They have to revamp everybody. Fire the owner, fire the entire team, just fire the janitors, and then come back and rebuild. There's something going on with the Cincinnati Bengals that they have to fix. But the Cardinals, they were able to fight it through, man. The late drive for Kyler Murray, beautiful thing. I really, really enjoyed the game. So shout out to the Cardinal fans out there, man. You guys deserve that. Falcons and the Texans. This dude... Deshaun Watson is special. Will Fuller, he had 3 touchdowns, but watching Watson is like watching a magician. And then his post-conference and the way he broke everything down, I don't even want to get into the fact of how bad the Falcons are. I know Falcon fans are going to come and drop comments. Oh, bro, you always talking bad about the Falcons. I told you, the Falcons have to fire everybody that had anything to do with that 28-3 comeback. Until then, it's over. But the Texans, 53 points, are you serious? Unbelievable, bro. But it was more about the Falcons just being trash. Buccaneers and Saints. I don't really know what to say anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Saints is out here winning with Teddy Bridgewater. The dude's having 4 pass touchdowns. Like, you Saint fans, I already know you're going to be at who dat in the comment section. Like, it's unbelievable, though. It's really unbelievable the way that these coaches strive to kind of prove that they don't need their star players. Because if you look at Sean Payton's face, it's like he's happy that Drew Brees isn't there. I don't know if you guys pick up on that. But I think that if you don't have a great relationship, and I don't know, maybe he's not smiling because of that. I think he just wants to prove to people that he can win. Maybe he has a good relationship with Drew Brees, but we know Bill Belichick would love to see Tom Brady just leave and he could do whatever he wants. But it's very, very amazing to me that the egos of these coaches are wild because there's a lot of times that you'll see him just smirk when a good play goes through or something happens. And it's weird. Maybe it's just happiness, but I just want to see me realistically, I want to see what would happen with the Patriots when Tom Brady leaves. Because if they win another Super Bowl, it's going to be really, really wild. Either way, you can't take anything from Tom Brady. But I think that's Bill Belichick's whole situation. He just wants that to happen. And we got to wait to see if it does. But overall, the Buccaneers, they were halfway decent, bro. They were fighting. But at the end, the Saints were just too much, man. They were able to pull it out. And it's always very, very difficult to deal with the Saints, regardless of who's what's going on and where they're playing. But that was an impressive win right there. The Vikings and the Giants. Let me just go ahead and say this, right? Besides the Dalvin Cook fumble, I think the Vikings offensively played very, very well. Obviously, Adam Thielen was out of his mind. And it hurts me to say this, bro. Kirk Cousins played extremely well. I just died a little bit inside saying that, but I got to be objective. This man took a lot of criticism from his receivers. Dudes wanted to get traded. Like Stephon Diggs was in the news all week. He wanted to leave, bruh. It was craziness. And he came out there and he played well. I don't know exactly what else we can really do about it, but ultimately it's a very, very difficult thing to talk about when you look at it, because I don't know if he's going to play like that anymore when we talk about Kirk Cousins, but I know Adam Thielen is. I know he's going to do that. I just don't know exactly what's going on with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very, very weird thing with the way that he played, because if he's able to play like that every time they play, the Vikings could be a very, very dangerous team, but maybe they needed to light a fire. But Danny Dimes, bro, I don't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones, just a regular dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be growing pains. He's not going to go out there every time and just play very, very well. Let's just know that the Vikings defense is also really, really good. Saquon Barkley not being there. Like, there's a lot of things going on with the Giants, so I'm not going to really go too hard on the Giants squad right now, because I really enjoyed, what Daniel Jones has done thus far. So we'll just leave it at that. The Vikings came out playing well. The Giants defense is not too good, and they look pretty well. The Bears and the Raiders, man. Look, the Raiders winning this game, this was pretty weird, because it makes John Gruden feel a little bit better about getting rid of Khalil Mack, but it also shows the Bears fans and all these other naysayers that maybe Trubisky is not as bad. You see what I'm saying? Because if Trubisky plays, they win this game. I'm being very, very clear about this. I know that Trubisky is not like a star quarterback, but he's formidable enough to beat these teams. The Raiders would have lost to the Bears if Trubisky plays. The defense tried to do everything they possibly could. It wasn't enough, and the Raiders were able to pull it out. Kudos to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, John Gruden's been getting a lot of heat. It is what it is. His brother was just fired. Like, you can look in the comments. I mean, not in the comments, in the title. His brother was fired, but whatever. It is what it is. Congratulations to the Raiders, man. But the Bears, I think even with Trubisky, they'll be fine. Like, he doesn't have to be a star quarterback. That defense is so good. I'm telling you, they dominate, bro. They absolutely dominate if Trubisky plays, because the Raiders are not that good, but they came out and did what they had to do. Jets and the Eagles. Eagles absolutely just demolished them. Bruh. Blowout. Disgusting. What are the Jets? The Jets might have to fire somebody soon. I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm itching for a fire. What are you guys thinking about? Like, who should get fired from the Jets, bro? Somebody has to get fired effective immediately. Like, it is absolutely insane what is going on right now with the Jets. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but the Eagles played very, very well. They're jumping up. Obviously, with the Dallas Cowboys losing, it's looking more and more like the Eagles are going to win the division. It was a slow start, but Carson Wentz and these guys, Jordan Howard and everything, it's looking like it's starting to work out. Ravens and the Steelers. Mason Rudolph, blessings. I hope you get well soon. The Ravens were able to pull it out. The biggest part of this game was that stiff arm to TJ Watt. You guys saw that? Let me know in the comments if you saw that. TJ Watt got stiff armed by Lamar Jackson, bro. And he just fell on the ground. But you know what's weird about that? When your momentum is taking you like that, it's going to happen. But TJ Watt is such a big dude, and it just looks weird. Lamar Jackson, this little skinny kid, it worked out. And obviously Tucker is clutch. He's not gonna miss that field goal, even though it was going wide left. And then the Lord Jesus himself pushed it back inside. They were able to pull out the win. But the Steelers are really struggling. And Tomlin is still making excuses for Juju Smith-Schuster, which I just think he's playing horrifically. The Bills and the Titans. I am very, very impressed with the Bills. I don't know exactly what is going on, but I did not see that with the Bills. And I also want to point out, they played the Patriots tough. So anything can happen with their second meeting. I just want to make sure I go on record saying that. The Titans, it is what it is, man. I'm not even going to sit up here and act like I don't think that Mariota can play better. I do think he can play a lot better than he's playing. I also believe that their defense can play a lot better. But in all honesty, I believe it's all about the Bills. The Bills are playing so much better, and Josh Allen is playing out of his mind, and nobody is really talking about him because he's not really putting up crazy numbers, but he's making those key plays to get those wins. Like, it's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but I did not see this coming. I absolutely did not see it coming. Patriots and the Redskins. This game started off crazy because the Redskins were actually winning the game, and then we saw the Patriots go Patriots, and that's pretty much what it is. Let's go ahead and touch real quickly on Jay Gruden. He was fired. GM Bruce Allen announced that he will be doing a press conference actually later today. If you're watching this on Monday, October 7th, 2019, Dan Snyder and all those guys, they're gonna keep doing the wrong thing. I don't know if firing him was the right move, but I will tell you this. Josh, what was his name? I forgot. What is his name? What is the quarterback's name? That dude's garbage. The dude just gets stiff-armed like every single, like, who is that guy and why is he always getting stiff-armed? Like, I just don't know exactly what is going on with it. But Josh Norman, I just forgot his last name. That dude gets stiff-armed every snap. and just does whatever he wants. And he's just trash can status. He's been trash since he left the Panthers. So it's a lot of other things they could have done, but they chose to get rid of Jay Gruden. The Redskins, they could possibly go 0-16 if they keep working hard enough at it. The Broncos and the Chargers. This was very, very amazing because the Broncos didn't have points for a very, very long time. Flacco, it was a tip pick, but Flacco's going to do his best to get you back in the game. But they were able to hold on. I will tell you this. Von Miller, bro, that dude, that boy was playing out of his mind, man. Like, he's a really, really good player still. He's still, like, even that, that dude he's unbelievable. That's all I can say. The Chargers, I was very disappointed in that they didn't play better, Melvin Gordon included. I don't know what's going on. And that's so embarrassing that he held out and just didn't get anything. Nobody even cares about that guy, it looks like. That's so weird, bro. But we're never going to talk about that. The bottom line is the Broncos are definitely not going to be doing anything, and I expect a lot more firings to be happening and releases in that franchise very, very soon. Packers and the Cowboys. Dak Prescott just lost millions of dollars, man. He just lost millions of dollars. Like, right now, if he doesn't, I don't even know if I would sign him. To be honest, I would probably just let Dak Prescott go. After that game last night, I would let him go, seriously. And I know it's like, yo, bro, that's crazy, like, whatever, but he had opportunities to win this game even when they were getting blown out uncontrollably, and he just made, I guess the receivers and he weren't on the same page. Amari Cooper still banged up, but people expect you to play better. And the throws that he made, they dropped a lot of picks that he threw. It could have been a lot worse. The Packers team was just dropping them. He was throwing, like, it was a very, very bad display of quarterback, in my opinion. As far as the Cowboys, that's why sometimes, people are like, yo, you got to take the money. It kind of makes sense that he should have. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have just took the money because, honestly, bro, like, this is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane what we saw. Packers played well, Obviously, it was all about the Aaron Jones show. If you had him in any FanDuel league, you're probably a millionaire. But the story is about Dak Prescott. Zeke, they weren't really opening holes. There was a lot of holding calls. But they put the ball in Dak Prescott's hands, and he failed the Cowboys. And this is something, if he's able to get over this hump and be a star later, that's great. But he already has a lot of seasons in, so people are looking for results right now. So I think he just lost millions. Now, finally, the Colts and the Chiefs. This was impressive because the Chiefs got shut down. Patrick Mahomes made an unbelievable play in the first half, spinning around, throwing the dot, all that stuff. But in the end, the Colts proved that they can play defense, and then they're serious. And Andrew Luck retiring has nothing to do with where they're going. And I was extremely impressed. But you have to also remember, 19 points, is that a lot? It's not. Tyrann Mathieu played pretty well for the defense, but the Chiefs' defense is still pretty bad. Justin Houston had a coming back party, coming home like, yo, you got rid of me? What's good? He played out of his mind. He was able to sack Mahomes, but I was very disappointed in the Chiefs, man, because regardless of how good the Colts defense is, you got to pull this win out if you're that team. And that's pretty much what I have for you guys for today. I want to thank everybody for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We are on iTunes, Android, iHeartRadio, GmiasWorld Podcast. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love.